Well, today is Saturday the 13th, Saturday, and I just finished up getting the brakes all working on Jenny, so brakes all work now. Steering's my next thing I'm working on. So brake-wise, I have my Wildwood brake reservoir add-on to help refill a lot easier in a visual reference how full it is. It goes down to the master. When I poured it in there, I poured it up top, not down there right away, to kind of prime it in a way. So by doing up here, it put air down there. So I'm trying to bleed brakes. Took a while to get the air out. So that's my one battle, but now it's done. Air's out. And the next big issue I had was, since I'm running a extra 5/8 body lift, so two 5/8 pucks stacked, about 1.25 inches roughly body lift total off the frame. I don't have that much brake pedal. It's good now, but I just do. It bombs out. So the rod that goes in my brake master, we unscrewed it, adjuster, pretty much maxed it out, gave it 4 threads of catch still, but I do want to replace it, make a longer one. But anyway, at least we have brakes now, plenty of firm. So brakes work. Though my drums, my cams that adjust your shoes out, I decided to adjust them first before we bled brakes. I don't understand why, because I never messed my brake drums at all during painting and restoration. So I know back my last time I drove it back in August, the brakes were perfect. Only thing I changed was pull the master off, pull the brake lines off, put a new frame on. That's all I did to it. And then we bleed brakes again. So why would I have to change the cams? Whatever, I gotta change them back now. So don't forget, they're on the whiteboard. So the whiteboard is up there. It's a lot smaller. Within the last 4 days, a bunch got written off. So we're down to the last big final stuff. So yeah, that's brakes. Brakes are done. We got the rubber hoses to protect the line from any sharp edges, curves, rattling around, wear marks over time, zip tight things. And then this whole thing's at full droop. So that rubber hose has plenty of slack still, even though it's at full droop already. So we're good there for flexibility. And also I got my caster angle, pinion angle done. It's a push fix. It's not full time for its life, but it will work and it's set to where it should be. So that pinion angle is equal to my output yoke. So we're even, we're good now. So we're good. So I just ran the original plate, Lee Spring Perch original one. It's good at the bottom, but its walls, like right here, are just rusted out, crunched. So I hammered it out, ran a bolt in here to kind of shim it between here and the base plate, put a bolt through it, and put some plate, vertical plate here. Nice 2 beads there, and tack and bead across, so now it can't rotate. And the same in the back, same thing. They're not pretty, no. Like, that's not right at all to see that stick out, but it's a push fix. I will fix it right after my birthday, June 11th, after Bantam Jeep Festival of this year. So June, July time, I have 2 weeks off working in July, so we'll do it then. So I'll take this off, and I have new ones on the bench from Barnesville Drive that will go on. Or should I not do that at all and save those for my 4 9-inch axle I have for this truck for air locker? So I have an option. We'll see how well they last. All right, that's it for the brakes. Then back here, last thing to talk about back here is my, well, I guess, I'm not sure, the last video, last whatever. Got a receiver hitch on for my back winch carrier and trailers and panel hitch. So that's on. This is my drawbar support custom. It's just channel with a piece of angle iron there, and then going vertical to attach it to this cross member. This member has been beefed up. It's got angle iron back here to help stiffen it down and flat. So it's strong enough I can trust it. And up front, it's channel then it's capped off, welded up. So capped off, put a bolt hole there. It's only 3/8. I want to go 1/2 inch, but my bits are all dull, so 3/8 shall do for now. And this just keeps it from pulling out too much. As well as, this will come in benefit for my gas tank. I needed a gas tank skid plate. So I have some 1/4 inch sheet metal. Maybe 3/16, but it's heavy, overall heavy. So I need to make a skid plate for this out of that steel I have for free from a 1950s Dodge Power Wagon my neighbor had. It was part of the back bed. Overkill. So that in my mind is, this is still not low enough, this channel. It's just about low enough. Yeah, it's about 1 inch off. But then of course up front, it's more down more. So I'm gonna get some 2x2 angle iron as one option, or in the car I brought down is 4x4 inch angle iron. And some ideas of weld the angle iron to this thing, lay it down like this, and then this flat part attach a skid plate to, weld that on. So essentially it's just bolted onto this by these 2 bolts only. It comes across. And I gotta figure out how to attach it on this side to the frame. That's my next big mystery, how to design a holder for it. I'll probably just get this all done and then get to this point and then figure it out from there. The gas tank's empty, but still put a loading jacket on top in case for sparks. But yeah, that's that. I also got my gas tank mount now cleared, no more rubbing. Drill a new hole, put some metal spacers there so it's more up higher for the filler neck. So that's all done. Reverse lights are on from Rough Country. 1x6 inch, or $60 for the pair, plus harness. All right, that's it for back here. All right, up front in the cab, I guess only new is the brakes at work. Gas pedal's not on. The best measurements I can get from my friend's Jeep, his Jeep floor is not the best either, so it's kind of hard to get the original location. But it's on now. Put the pin back in, and we're good to go. Sun visor's back. My friend Patrick as well, his truck. He got my pin in place. That pin was out. I could not figure out how to get it in, so I just gave it to him. Play with it. And now it's in. So that's my passenger side sun visor. But I don't have any hardware for it because these don't really ever come with a passenger side visor. Got this off of a wagon. I guess maybe it might be an add-on in like buyer's catalog. But I do have a screw here I can use. Pretty much all that trim headliner screws I can reuse for that purpose. Since I'm not running a headliner, so I could probably steal some screws out of this. So one there and one there. I only it's still the right. It's at least the right thread. I just don't need those old capture things. So there's 2 screws. I need one more. So that's that. Steering's pretty tight. Guess the steering box is not tight enough. All right, that's that. Engine bay. My thermostat was leaking up here. I put some RTV around it. So it's holding, no more leaks. And over here, 2 things on this side. I think 2 things. One thing. So this here is my extra hose. That goes down to my Dan 25 axle for the vent hose for off-roading. Water doesn't get in. But it's only 5/16 fuel line, not like 3/8. So I just got this. Do I have any scraps I can show you? Probably not. I just stuck this thing in the vise like that. Where's red pipe? Improvise. I just stuck that over that, like that, and then heated with a torch around the pipe itself That way I'm not getting the rubber directly heated with a torch and melting it. So I use this to get much more equal heat. And of course, then just stuck it on there with the fitting on the axle. It fit right over. And then got a clamp, so it can't move. That's my bush fix there. So that's that. What else? That's really it for updates. And I still got to get these lights secured. They're loose. And then I still have to do my rock lights, whatever they are. They're in the box over there. They're pretty easy. The magnetic mount, so easy to install. Just you have the massive main panel where they all connect to, and then go to this fuse box and goes to that switch up there. So I don't know where to put the panel at. Probably underneath the dash is the best place. That's that. This fuse box, I got it all tidied up now. So now it's my, let's remember myself. That's my reverse lights. That's my hood lights. And that's my front floodlights. Ambers. And this here is my extra fan from a radiator. 1983 Mercedes-Benz 240D diesel. I used to own, parted it out. Sold everything except the fan. Now it's on this Jeep. So that's on there. 20 amp fuse. I couldn't figure out what had factory, so 20 random. It works. 15 for that. Yeah. So I have this one extra slot available. Switch 3. And that's going to be for my rock lights for down low. And then I have my interior lights for the underneath the dashboard to see my feet, and my toolbox underneath the seat. That'll be over here somewhere. And I have 2 extra slots available for the future. Not sure what. That's that. And then also on the engine side of things, it does run and idles on its own now. But turn the key, it doesn't shut off. You need to use a night switch. So I called Grandpa. He'll come figure it out. The timing's still out, so I guess I gotta adjust timing on the motor. I also got my transfer case full of oil, so now I can shift it in gears now. But my overdrive, I need to watch a video and see what is what. So, is forward in or is back in? I need to figure that out. Because I want to test the shifting with the overdrive non-engaged. Because I don't want to mess with it because it's still pretty loose linkage. So, there's that. Yeah, that's it for my mind. So there's my update on Jenny. Now another project I just bought for $100. Okay, mini bike. It's my third one. I've had one, worked fine. I was like, wow. Second one, I just flipped it. Didn't really ride it. Third one now, I got this one for $100. It was my friend's. He bought for spare parts, so he owned 5 bikes for all of us to ride together at events. Bought this for spare parts. Never used it because we just kept buying upgrades for the other bikes. So we never used this bike really too much. It's still muddy from back in 2015 time. And then when he left town, I got one of his bikes and I just resold it. And then this bike was given to my friend for his other bike for spare parts, but he never used it for spare parts, so it just sat in the garage. His parents wanted out of the garage, no, $100, I got it. So it does idle for about 15 seconds, as far as I got it to go. Yeah, that's all I got. So brakes work, idles for 15 seconds, headlight works. That's about all I can say about it. So my mind is, my friend that does Jeeps too, he's got an MB now. He wants his motor, 200cc motor for his go-kart, just so he can sell it with a motor. He's more knowledge in small engines, so he could solve the problem why it's not idling. So now my idea is for $100, I could sell that motor for $50. This motor to him for $50 for say, kind of cheap, but we just get rid of it. And then I can upgrade the motor. Friends are all saying Harbor Freight Ghost engines. I don't need that much speed, that much horsepower. I don't need that. A 212, a 224 cc is plenty, and Harbor Freight's on sale, $140 for the motor. So I might buy that, and sale ends Monday. So I might snag it up tomorrow. And there's gonna be, here's a motor. New motor goes in, but the clutch I want to switch out. So it changed this to a torque converter for $100 mod. And yeah. And then the gas tank, it's fine for now, but I want to upgrade the gas tank to a plastic tank because I know Harbor Freight ones rust out too fast for my previous 2 bikes. So yeah, it's my upgrades there. And then rest wise for the truck, the bike itself, the frame, everything. I want to repaint it so it matches my truck. And so I want to do a paint the frame red, then paint it blue, then scuff it up, make patina. And then the fenders and all, probably spray can. It's kind of tough. Probably black or something. I don't know, it's tough because it's plastic. I can't really bond too well to it. I'll try, but I don't have spray can blue. I don't have any to match my truck, so I can't paint it blue. I can brush it on, but it might chip away being plastic. We'll see about that. Then the wheels themselves, paint them white. And then I want to add a little tray in the back to haul stuff. Nice to have. And that's it for upgrades. Then the pegs for your feet. Dad's got some Harley pegs from his old bike still. So I'll put those on. And that'll be it. So pay $100 for it. Sell the motor for 50, so I'm $50 in for say. New motor's $140. So I'm only say $200 in. Torque converter's $100. So I'm sub $400 grand total on the bike. To buy one new, $700 plus, so half off. I'll take the deal. Plus upgrades are on it. Alrighty, so that's my next project. I'm not focused on it until after the reunion. So between reunion and Bantam, I'll work on it so I can get around camp on the bike. And I can make some kind of custom bike ramp so I can load this back in my truck and make bike rack holders so to get the bike back in my truck. So that's that. And today I went to a military surplus store where I always stop every few weeks to see what he has new. And so today I picked up 2 things. I got a Canadian Dry bottle because I like Canadian Dry. And also, I need a bottle for my radiator. Mount this thing down here. And then this hose goes into it for overflow. So, radiator overflow bottle. I'm going to 3D print a custom mount to hold it in place. So, simply from the base all the way up to my fingers. Nice tight fit. And then got a nice back plate. And I'll probably maybe do, that'll be enough. Some 2 screws on the back side to hold it to the grill. Try to keep it simple. And then I got this ammo can for 20. He wanted $30 for it. Got me on the 20. I just like big cans because I can store stuff. And the thing for my mind with this thing now is recovery box. Because I have an old toolbox I've been using. Over there, it's about my tires. Pretty big. I like it. But it's too wide. Because I'm putting it right here. But my exhaust eventually is here for like the stack. So toolbox here. And there's still going to be a small step into the bed. I mean, I'm going to have wood side rails, so it's not going to be that effective. But still, I want to be able to have at least a side step. So, side step. Foot fits. Above your step area is your toolbox for that or that. And then your exhaust. And then, yeah. So, that's wider, but that's taller. And I can fit more things in height. So, I got plenty of height available. I don't already have width. So, and let's get a better, nice latching system and locking system. So, I'm going to use that. So that's my ammo can for recovery gear for all my snatch blocks, winch remotes, plus I think also, yeah, that toolbox, it's not watertight. Ammo cans, I'm sure you don't want moisture on your ammo. So there's rubber seal there. So that benefit too. Of course I'm gonna bolt it down, so there's still some small holes at the bottom, but yeah, plus character. I'm seeing some 1990s markings on it, so 91, I doubt it. Yeah, I'm saying 9, so August of 98. That's what I could get out of it. Definitely not 50s, but it's a lot better than a toolbox. It's not waterproof and not much more spacious. So, yeah. And I guess as our military stuff, I got this from him last time I went there. Surplus jacket, BDU, Army. I'm the Navy, so I'm not really fit me that well. So, change the name out. Change the service out to Navy for me. So it fits me, but yeah, pull patches off, put my name on Navy on it, and then I get my own cheap patches to put on. I don't prefer, say, Vietnam or newer era. I prefer World War II field jacket, called an M43 field jacket. I'm trying to find one, but soldiers that wear extra large is pretty hard to find. So, yeah, tough. I stop every time they can find one jacket, can't find nothing. So this will do for now. If I find an M43, I just rip this threads out and put them on the next jacket, so it's okay. Anyway, that's that. That should be enough for the video. So, alrighty, that's all.